Hello, my dear children and parents. Welcome to Indus Valley Public School RAT e-learning classes, class 7th, where we were doing lesson number 8 from your Honeycomb book, and the name of the lesson was Fire, Friend and Foe. Children, in this chapter, in the previous video, we have studied which type of fire cannot be put out by water. Like water spray cannot put out the oil fire. Water should not be used to fight electric fire as it may cause electric shock. Laws regarding construction of buildings. Then fireman should know how to cut off electric supply, knock down dangerous wall, materials to bring fire under control, and they should be trained in first aid too. Fire is still worshipped in many parts of the world. Now, in a review, we have studied fire is a chemical reaction, component of fire, oxygen, fuel and heat, then flash point or kindling temperature, that is minimum temperature at which the fuel starts burning. Then fire is a good servant. It is used for cooking food, warming our homes, generating electricity. Then fire as a bad master. Damages thousands of homes, shops, damages vast area of forest, kill hundreds of people. Then main ways to put out fire: take away fuel, remove the heat, prevent oxygen from reaching fuel. Conclusion: the discovery of fire and its uses helped early men to adapt settled life. Fire is worshipped in many parts of the world. Fire is indeed a friend. It can be dangerous once it gets out of control. Now coming to the summary of the lesson. Fire is the result of a chemical reaction. When oxygen in the air combines with carbon and hydrogen, the reaction takes place. Three things are needed to make fire: fuel, oxygen and heat. The most common fuels are wood, coal, cooking gas and petrol. The particular temperature at which the fuel begins to burn is called the flash point or kindling temperature of the fuel. Fire is a good servant but a very cruel master. It is useful as long as it is under control. We use some form of fire to cook food, to warm our houses, and to produce electricity. But uncontrolled fire burns homes and forests, and also kills people. We can put out the fire in three ways. Firstly, by taking the fuel away. Secondly, by stopping the supply of oxygen. And thirdly, by removing the heat or bringing down the temperature. Water spray cannot put out the oil fire. In fact, it can prove dangerous. Water can carry burning oil with it and thus spread fire. Likewise, water should not be used to fight electric fire because it may cause electric shock. Today, there are firefighting squads in every town. Firemen are highly trained person. The discovery of fire led to a settled life. Fire is still worshipped in many parts of the world. Now coming to the question answers. Mark the correct answers in each of the following. Early man was frightened of lightning and volcanoes. The damage caused by them or fire. Correct answer is fire. Fire is energy, fire is heat and light, or fire is the result of a chemical reaction. So fire is a result of chemical reaction. Coming to the next question. From the boxes given below, choose the one which with the correct order of the following sentence. Children, here 4 sentences are given. That is fire. A chemical reaction takes place. Energy in the form of heat and light is released. Oxygen combines with carbon and oxygen. So you have to arrange these 4 sentences in a sequence order to form a sentence. So correct order is, first you will take 4th sentence that oxygen combines with carbon and oxygen. A chemical reaction takes place, energy in the form of heat and light is released, that is fire. So whole definition of fire is there. So arrange these 4 sentences in a order so that a proper definition of fire can be made. Coming to the question number 1. What do you understand by flash point of a fuel? The particular temperature of a fuel at which it starts burning is called its flash point. Question number 2. First part. What are some common uses of fire? Some common uses of fire are for cooking, for warming houses, production of electricity. Question number 2 ka second part. In what sense it is a bedmaster? Fire is a bedmaster when it is uncontrolled. Now this question you are going to do by yourself. Children, 2 columns are there. That is fuel, oxygen, heat, and B, lighted matchstick, air, coal, burning coal, wood, smoldering paper, cooking gas. So you have to tell which thing in B is fuel, which is oxygen, and which is heat. Okay, like fuel, you can say coal is fuel, then lighted matchstick, coal is there, wood is there, cooking gas is there. These are fuel. Then oxygen is air, heat, lighted matchstick, burning coal. Okay, all these things are heat. This way you will do by yourself. What are the 3 main ways in which a fire can be controlled or put out? The 3 main ways in which fire can be put out are by removing the fuel, by stopping the flow of oxygen to fire, by lowering the temperature around the fuel. Again, question number 5 you will do by yourself in your book. That is column number A and column number B. You have to match. Like for example, in column number A, to burn paper or a piece of wood. Then what it is say? You will be matching to burn. It will we will say to burn paper or a piece of wood. What you need to do is that we heat it before it catches fire. Okay. Then small fire can be put out by with a damp blanket. So in this way you are going to match A part with B part. So you will be doing by yourself. Now coming to the question number 6. Why does a burning candle go out when you blow on it? So when we blow on a burning candle, it goes out. This is an example of extinguishing a fire by lowering the temperature below the flash point. The blowing reduces the temperature and the candle goes out. Spraying water is not a good way of putting out an oil fire or electric fire. Why not? Spraying water is not a good way of putting out an oil fire. When we put water on oil, the oil comes on the top and keeps on burning. Along with water, the fire also flows and spreads in a wider area. So, it is not advisable to use water to put out an oil fire. The use of water is also not good to put out an electric fire. The man spreading water can get an electric shock and be killed. Question number 8. What are some of the things you should do to prevent a fire at home and in the school? We can do a few things to prevent fire at home and in the school. While constructing our buildings, we should leave space between them to reduce the risk of fire. Every home and school must ensure fire prevention norms. So my dear children, here I end with my lesson number 8. So complete your work, complete your summary, complete the question answers, go through the videos. Any doubt, please do ask me. Thank you so much. Take care and bye-bye.